Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AOA Wrestling. I am your host, James Ayrton, as always. And we have got an exciting night for you ahead. We'll start off with our Fatal 4-Way Battle Royale to determine the new #1 contender for the AOA Commonwealth title. Introducing first, we have Zach Smith, who is still looking to get momentum swinging his way. He hasn't been able to find it as of yet. Well, result-wise anyway, but he has proven himself to be a top competitor, taking the fight to Siler Jordan and taking the fight in his debut match. But looking to get a W finally in his column tonight in this Fatal 4-Way. And introducing the next participant. We have Crimson. Now, Crimson is not entirely happy about the result of AOA Homecoming. Felt that Hunter Quinn got lucky, despite the fact that Hunter Quinn knocked Crimson out. However, Crimson is now looking to, well, earn the #1 contendership and beat Hunter Quinn, as he feels he should always be capable of. However, he's got 3 tough opponents to contend with tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if he'll be able to pull it off. And introduce the third participant. We have none other than Bill Dern. Now, Bill is third match in AOA, and he has earned himself a #1 contendership shot. But things haven't exactly gone to entirely as planned for Bill, but hey, he's been given an opportunity he feels he deserves, so it'll be interesting to see if he'll be able to take it tonight. And last but certainly not least, we have Caleb Gray. Now, Caleb confronted our owner Cameron Craig earlier this week to try and get himself in position for the Commonwealth title, and it appears it has worked, as he's been put in this Fatal 4-Way match to determine the #1 contender. Caleb's got to feel pretty happy being in this match, although despite boasting a great record in multi-man matches, he hasn't had the same level of success here in AOA, so it'll be interesting to see if he is able to start up the record here in AOA. and do it tonight and earn himself the #1 contendership for the Commonwealth title. Is underway. Zach going straight after Bill. Crimson going straight after Caleb, and I unfortunately mistaken, it's not a battle royale. Fatal 4-way match as Crimson hits a big brainbuster on Caleb. Bill Dunn and Zach Smith brawling on the outside. Crimson and Zach going for the suplex. Crimson getting it. Zach being reversed by Bill. This is going to be chaotic as per usual. Zach just eating that DDT on the outside. And Crimson dropping Caleb with one of himself. Bill smartly rolling Zach back into the ring. The only way you can win this match is by pinning or submitting your opponent in the ring. I'm looking for the submission now with the camel clutch as Caleb too busy focusing on Crimson hitting the backbreaker there. Zach getting out of the hole, Crimson resorting to the outside, and Zach eating a big belly-to-back suplex from Caleb. Bill now turning both Caleb and Bill turning their attention to Zach. Zach now in the corner, not where he wants to be with the big man. Nice reversal there from Zach, and looking to suplex the big man. Oh! Suplex DDT by the looks of things, and Caleb making a retreat to the outside. Crimson working on the arm of Bill, and now springboard looked for the frog splash and miss, and nice splash there from Zach, covering over half of the ring to splash Bill down right on the back. Crimson now fighting back. Zach putting Bill in the corner. Caleb now in, turning his focus to Crimson. Nice Uranagi there from Bill. Goes for the pin on Crimson after Caleb falls in. Caleb though breaking up. Bill now. Bill and Caleb now working on Crimson. Although Bill is not overly keen on Caleb doing all the lifting. Crimson now reversing the powerbomb position from Caleb. And eats a knee to the gut. Caleb being shown to the outside. Zach following suit. What's Bill and Zach got in mind here as X Factor from Zach to the outside and a springboard dropkick from Crimson. Zach's got to pay attention to what's going on in the ring because it might cost him in this match as he drops the knee on Caleb. And what's Crimson got in mind here? A pump handle driver. Caleb now sending Zach into the ring and following suit. Stomped to the arm by Crimson and Bill. Zach coming back now on Caleb. And Michinoku driver from Crimson onto Bill. Zach whipping Caleb into the corner. What's Crimson got in mind here? Looking for the GTS, and Caleb smartly breaking that up before Bill could get hit by it. Zach now having the asylum of the outside at the moment. Bill taunting in one corner, Caleb doing the same in another, and Crimson is not in for a good time, I could tell you that much. As Bill and Caleb fight over who's getting Crimson, although Caleb has now got the issue of Zach and sends him to the outside. A Dr. Teeth from Bill Dern there. And a standing shoot, well, not shooting star, moonsault, and a curb stomp from Bill Dern, flooring Crimson. Is that going to be it for Crimson? Pin, 1, 2, 4, only 2. Caleb too busy fighting Zach on the outside and mauling him. Bill Dern Looked to drop an elbow or a knee across the face of Crimson. Couldn't make the distance. Crimson now stuck in the corner. Zack now being thrown in by Caleb. Caleb going for the pin as Bill is distracted with Crimson, and second rope belly to back suplex from Bill down to Crimson. And again we see Caleb and Bill taunting in the corner, and Zack being left in the ring with these two as big monstrous choke slam from Caleb. Bill there now feeling the wrath of the big Nordic giant, and Inzaguri nearly put Caleb in a position to pin Zack, but Caleb rolling out the ring. Zack now double leg takedown on Bill. Crimson now sliding into the ring, stomp to the arm from Zack. Crimson looking for the pump handle driver again and gets it. Zack may be looking to pick up the scratch as he hits a Osaka cutter. Osaka style cutter. Now dragging Crimson into the middle. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And again 2. Caleb got in mind here, looking for the psycho driver on Bill. And hits it. German suplex from Crimson. Is that going to be it for Bill? Crimson quickly breaking it up before the count could even initiate. Zack is now seeked asylum on the outside. Caleb now picking up Bill and just clubbing him. Crimson, what's he got in mind here? He's got him up on his shoulders. Don't tell me he's going to hit it. He's hit it! He's hit the GTS on Caleb. Caleb bleeding from the head. Goes for the pin. Does Crimson cover? 1, 2, 3! Crimson is your new #1 contender for the AOA Commonwealth title. And here you see a valiant effort from Bill, and even to a degree, a very valiant effort from Caleb. Zack is no different from those two. Bill taken out with the psycho driver. Zack being forced to the outside with the German, and it was Caleb eating the GTS and being busted open. And your winner and new #1 contender for the AOA Commonwealth title, Crimson. Hunter Quinn better be ready. Crimson is coming for that title. Now moving on to our next contest, we have Judge Match in Stars here in AOA. First, we have the Natural Born Thriller, Sila Jordan. Now, Sila Jordan has not been entirely happy recently, ever since coming up just a little bit short at AOA Homecoming. It seems to me that his opponents like Mark Williams has gotten under his skin, with Sila Jordan being the first name crossed off Mark's list. And well, Sila was offended by this, saying that you don't move past Sila, Sila moves past you. He's mocked Mark Williams and his list. We'll see how these two will fare in this, well, how Sila will fare in this match, potentially angering the most dangerous man on the roster. and introducing his opponent. He is Mark Williams. Now, Mark has already crossed Siler off his list and feels that this match isn't necessary. However, AOA management has seen the back and forth between these two and has decided to go forward with this match. So it'll be interesting to see how Mark reacts to this throughout the contest and what he's going to do to Siler Jordan, especially after the mocking throughout the week leading up to this match. Siler Jordan, Mark Williams. And this matchup is now underway. And Mark pulling Siler in for the front headlock and grabbing hold of the arm and hoisting Siler up in the air and ripping him down to the ground. Showing some technical prowess. Mark Williams as he starts to pull up Siler and clubbing him in the back of the head and hooking him up for a butterfly gutbuster. I cringe every time I see that move. It's so painful. You can't protect yourself. Mark now methodically with the Northern Light suplex to Siler, picking him up now, whipping him off the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Apparently had something in mind, but didn't go entirely to plan. And now Siler Jordan taking control and shoving Williams into the corner. A big Yakuza style kick and just face washing across Mark Williams and looking for a big follow through. Goes for the pin. Only a one count. I don't think Mark Williams is going to go down that easily. Although that kick to the back is now just fired him up. Siler eating a Northern Light suplex again. Although starting to come back, kicked his stomach and looked for potentially a knee strike and got a drop toe hold for his trouble. Forearm smashed by Mark Williams and hoisting him up for, looks like going for 3 different variations of suplexes. Well, I said 3, he only ends up going for the 2, but different variations of suplex. Now clubbing Siler all the way to the ropes, and what's he got planned here? Running off the other side and trying to crush the throat of Siler Jordan on the ropes. Siler now getting dragged to more the middle of the ring as Mark Williams is just stomping away on any exposed limb on Siler Jordan, finishing up at the head. And looking for a headbutt and eats an elbow for his troubles. Mark Williams over his finest carry takedown reversal. Mark puts up Siler in finest carry position. What's he got in mind here? And hangs him up on the top rope. And now hoisting deadlift Siler into the back suplex. Mark Williams showing some power here in this match against a smaller opponent and looking for the go-home driver. And maybe looking for his Venus Dolor Cordis. The backbreaker. He's hit Venus Dolor Cordis. Is that going to be it? Siler Jordan. 1, 2. Only getting the 2 count to Siler Jordan. Well, Mark Williams, sorry. Mark has got to be thinking, what has he got to do puts Siler away and looking to take him to the outside now. And he's resorting to a bat and whacking Siler Jordan and just continuing. This match is over. The referee has thrown this out and Mark Williams just repeatedly smashing the bat across the back. Referee now calling for some help, and I don't blame him. Mark Williams is laying out Siler Jordan with that baseball bat after not putting him away with the finished Dolor Cordis. And Mark is sure happy with himself. We need some medical attention. Now, after seeing that vicious display from Mark Williams, we move on to our next contest, which will be a women's match and a debut for this competitor. Introducing first, we have Tiffany. He approached AOA asking for a chance to be on the roster, and she's receiving it here tonight in a match against our former champion. So it'll be interesting to see how this newcomer does and how she would fare against the former champion. However, she is showing some exuberant confidence heading into this contest. So it'll be interesting to see how she does. And speaking of her opponent, introducing next. As previously stated, the former AOA Women's Champion, Blackjack. And since losing the belt, she's had a change of heart, which is surprising to see. We all thought that she'd be against Kellyanne when she won the belt, but actually showing good sportsmanship and congratulating the new champion. So it'll be interesting to see how this new side of Blackjack treats the new young up and comer here tonight. Tiffany, Blackjack. This matchup is now underway. Tiffany going for something, I'm not 100% sure exactly what that was, but getting the early offense in, definitely unique. Nice German suplex from Tiffany into the bridge, unfortunately not able to get a count at all. But Tiffany taking it to the former champ. Hitting an arm breaker on Blackjack and a stunner. Tiffany just going all out in her first match, trying to prove why she's probably, or should be considered, one of the better women as she hits that hip toss neck breaker. Blackjack now firing back with the jawbreaker and floating over for a neck breaker. Signs are not good at the moment for Blackjack as Tiffany takes to the outside but quickly rushes back in. Might not be the smartest strategy as Tiffany eats a back elbow from Blackjack. And now the former champ taking control of the newcomer here. Sailing to the top. Tiffany perfectly in the middle of the ring. Blackjack now calling for her to stand up. If she doesn't, hits the missile drop kick. Jackie now pulling Tiffany out, up to the back of the head, showing a bit of disrespect and giving her a drop kick as well, sitting her up. Tiffany avoiding the kick though, and Meteora being popped up by Blackjack and gives her a Meteora, goes for the pin. Only getting the one count on the champ, well, former champ. Kick to the back by Tiffany. Tiffany being very impressive in this debut and now trying to compact the former champ. Doing that pretty well for a long time, but Blackjack slipping out and rolling away. Tiffany though pulling Blackjack up into a finals KO position and hanging her up across the top rope. Tiffany now being reverse ripped into corner, and what's Blackjack got in mind here? Just raking the eyes of the newcomer. She's not taking the bond as she hits the roundhouse kick to the head. Is she looking for the jackknife? And hits it. Gonna go for the pin here. 1, 2. Only getting the 2 count. Tiffany's showing some resilience, and I've probably called that move. Hang on. No. This can't be happening. No. Oh no. The Brood are coming out. And this isn't going to be good. Tiffany and Blackjack are outnumbered. And they've already taken a lot out of each other. And the Brood now just making their way to the ring. Blackjack and Tiffany need to get out of there, and they need to get out of there fast. These 3 women have caused havoc. They have taken out the champion, Kellyanne, who we haven't seen or heard from since. And last week, Lilith just knocking out Nikki Jameson, and she's already sent Catherine and Rachel in to beat up Tiffany and Blackjack and just go into work. This is not good. Someone's got to help her. I mean, Lilith is just standing on the rampway right now, happy, pleased with the work, although Rachel not entirely getting on top of the champion here. And the referee just letting this happen, apparently. Blackjack, being the 4th champ, showing some fight against Rachel, and Tiffany trying to make a comeback herself. At the moment, it being 2-on-2 is good for the competitors in the match, Tiffany and Blackjack, but you got to feel that Lilith will, if needed, more than happily jump in. It's Tiffany taking things to the extreme. Rachel now taking back control of Blackjack, and it's just going to be a matter of time before Catherine does the same as she rolls over away from that. Someone drops Tiffany with an EBT herself. I don't know why there was a Rachel was going for the pin there, and there's a turnbuckle now exposed. And oh my god, it's Kellyanne! Kellyanne has come back, belt and all, coming down to help Tiffany and Blackjack fight off the Brood, and now everyone's in the ring. Kellyanne eating soul food on Catherine, getting rid of her. The ring is getting cleared out now with only Lilith left with the champ, who gets dropped with a German. Kellyanne coming to the aid with Tiffany and Blackjack, and everyone taking their turns now on attacking Lilith. Getting hung up on the rope by Blackjack, and Tiffany. Look at here, the big roundhouse knee strike, taking out Lilith. And these 3 celebrating. Sure, the match didn't officially finish with victory either way, but it's good to see the women of AOA standing tall, especially the newcomer Tiffany, flanked by the champ and former champ. But what does this mean going forward now, heading into our next pay-per-view? Now moving on to our next contest, and we have a special tag team match scheduled for 1 fall, and introducing first, we have the team of Beef Chow Mein. Let me just quickly find the names of these two gentlemen. The one on the right is Minoru Sato, and the man on the left in the white suit is apparently, I have the time for it, which I seem to be running out of. Yep, apparently you've run out of time. Good. Anyway, this is the team that apparently the Commonwealth have selected to face Dishonored tonight. Apparently these are two of Lance's former work partners, in Minoru Sato and here we go, Big Beef Barley. Anyway, introducing their opponents, Dishonored, after finally finding out Big Beef Barley's name. Dishonored cannot be happy with having to run this gauntlet this week, and I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't the last match that they've got to have under a Commonwealth's pick. But apparently what they've got to do to earn a tag team title shot against the Commonwealth. So here we go, we're going to have Big Beef Barley starting off for Beef Chow Mein. We're going to have Brian Styles start off for Dishonored, and this matchup is underway. And big Olympic slam from Brian Styles, getting Big Beef Barley off his feet. And he is a big man, and looking for an armbar of some description on Big Beef Barley, but referee counting the rope break, goes to the second, dropping the elbow across the head and neck of Big Beef Barley, and just striking the back of Beef. I am being informed both these men are from Australia. Sato's parents of Japanese descent, but Minoru is apparently Australian. I'm being fed this information as this match is going on, and Big Beef Barley taking control of Brian Styles. Well, had control of Brian Styles. Well, still does, amazingly. This is surprising for the newly discovered team, taking it to the #1 contenders as Big Beef Barley dropping Brian Styles with the back breaker and now stomping on the head. And another stomp to the head. Maybe warming up something for Sato, as that kick has done nothing to Brian Styles. Brian now trying to take control again of Big Beef Barley and suplexing him into the wrong corner, interestingly enough. And now looking for a surfboard stretch on the big man. No, never mind, just stomping the knees into the ground. Brian might not need to tag his partner as he hits a half Nelson backbreaker. Sato trying to get in, but Barley being sent to the corner of Dishonored is trying to fight out of it as best as he can. And now Jordan's Shadows making tag. Barley getting dropped with a double back elbow and trying to cook, and gets the tag to Minoru Sato. Well, Minoru Sato, who just eats a belly to belly suplex off the back, and now just raining elbows from Shadows. These two men are definitely not happy about this situation, and are clearly taking it out on Sato and Big Beef Barley. Sato though taking control and whipping Shadows into the corner, but there is no Big Beef Barley to tag in. Although saying that, he's now back up. Sato just laying in strike after strike and swapping the direction of Shadows, but Shadows firing back with belly to belly. Picking him up now, clubbing him in the face and hitting the ripcord lariat. Goes for the pin off of that. 1, 2. Only the 2 count. Big Beef Barley smartly getting out the ring after seeing Brian Styles charge in for him. Big fist drop there from Shadows. Shadows now picking up Sato, looking for the Shadows effect. Going for the pin off that. Is that going to be it for Sato? Barley taking time and Dishonored putting away Beef Chow Mein. And Lance cannot be happy that his friends have failed him tonight. And I highly doubt Harry will be any better. Just some nice double team work from Dishonored. And that ripcord lariat flooring Sato. You get to see another angle of it there. Although it wasn't enough to put him away. As Jordan Shadows hit the Shadows effect. And that was all she wrote for Sato. And your winners, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Styles, Jordan Shadows, Dishonored. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our main event for this evening, a dream match. We have been denied twice. We are finally getting it. Introducing the first competitor. We have Adrian. Adrian's got to be excited about this match as everyone else is. Like I said, this is a match that we have been denied twice. First time I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I've got it on a piece of paper somewhere, but we were planned on having this match given to us at AOA Homecoming, but due to time constraints, we were unable to get it. But tonight, in our main event, we are finally going to be able to get this. And this is going to be an instant classic, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing his opponent. We have none other than the former AOA champion, Enigma Soul. Now Enigma's taken a relatively long piece of time off after losing the AOA championship to Marcus Page. And he's coming back, first match back from extensive break against Adrian Bowen. Like I said, this is a dream match for the AOA crowd. We have been denied this match time and time again, and we are now finally in a position to be set. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Bowen, Enigma Soul. This matchup is now underway. And Bowen going straight for the neck breaker on Enigma Soul. Wasting little time taking it to the former champ. Picking him up now. He's got him right here. Straight headbutt. And he has Enigma Soul on the ropes, but interestingly shows off flexibility in the other ropes. That might come back to cost him as he eats a face buster. Now what's the Enigma Soul got in mind here? Looking for a Muto lock. He's got it locked in nicely on Bowen, although it's a bit early in the match for Bowen to be given up. Although that is a devastating hold to put into, and Bowen pulling Soul in for a DDT. Adrian now ascending to the second. What's he got in mind here? Pulling up Enigma Soul and diving corkscrew European uppercut. Picks up Soul now, whipping him off the ropes and looking for a jumping super kick and missing, but gives Soul a neck breaker. So it's extremely one-sided at the moment, amazingly. Bowen continues to get his control and suplexing Enigma Soul and just releasing with it, and now looking to pop out the shoulder of Enigma Soul. Bowen now just taking it to the former champ. Probably looking to get his name up there with his buddy Marcus Page to compete for the Airway Championship as he hits a diving senton on Enigma Soul. And Bowen getting the adulation of the crowd. Enigma Soul though back up and could be in a bit of trouble here as he gets snake eyes across the rope on the throat. Although Enigma Soul though coming back after back body drop and looking to make an Adrian Bowen pay, driving head first. Is Adrian Bowen and looking to do it again, this time a bit more central to the ring. Just driving the head, goes for the pin, and confidently pins Adrian Bowen. Bowen now whips to the outside, but not having any of it, and diving knee across the head of Enigma Soul. Bowen now snap-mailing Soul to the ground, driving the knee to the back, and looking to stray jacket Enigma Soul, looking to get the submission victory. And just wrenching on the hold. Going for the pin straight after as he's done his damage. 1, 2. Kick out from Soul. Former champ still showing the resilient side as Adrian Bowen looking to do some more damage to the arms of Enigma Soul as he stomps on the left arm. Soul though coming back after the arm drag, but I was about to say taking some effects by dropping to the knee, but just handing to the crowd. Now looking to come back on Bowen as he hits a second leg lariat and catching the arm into a neck breaker. What Soul got in mind here. Big back hook kick from Enigma Soul, and now looking to finish off Bowen here. Just creepily crawling over to Bowen. I've said this before, but someone called the local exorcist because Enigma Soul is about to try put Bowen away and causing blood on the face of Bowen. And he goes for a bit. 1, 2, 3. Bowen kicks out. Bowen kicked out, and Enigma Soul is not happy with that. blood pouring on the face of Bowen, and he somehow managed to kick out of a move that has never been kicked out of before, and Soul gone possessed. Bowen though trying to mount some form of a comeback, missing the elbow, going for repeated elbows and dropping Soul with the clothesline. Bowen now in control, but he's probably going to have to, well, he's probably going to want to end this quickly as he goes to dislocate the arm of Enigma Soul. Misses clothesline there. Hits big roaring forearm across the head. That's a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Adrian Bowen. Adrian's going to have to pull out all the stops here to beat the former champ, especially in the state he is in, with blood pouring across his face, looking for the straitjacket again. Has it locked in, but I don't think Enigma Soul is going to give up from this. He was putting it earlier in this match and he didn't give up then. I doubt he'll give up now. He starts to fight back up and flings off Bowen. This is now looks to take back control. And another big back hook kick from Enigma Soul. That could be it. All the damage that's been done to Adrian Bowen's head, including the blood. Hitting 1, 2. Only getting the 2 count though. There is still fight left in Adrian Bowen. And Enigma Soul's got to be thinking, what's he got to do? And hits the Lunar Cutter. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Adrian Bowen has kicked out the Lunar Cutter. No one has done that here in AOA. No one has kicked out the finisher move from Enigma Soul, and no one has dared kick out from the Lunar Cutter. And Soul is incensed. He is possessed, although Bowen's showing some fight. The crowd is going nuts. Adrian Bowen is still fighting against the former champion, but how much longer is he going to be able to do it? Enigma Soul just repeating just savage kicks to the face of Bowen. Bowen can't have much left, surely, as he gets whipped to the corner. And Soul putting him up on the top. What has he got in mind here? Oh no. Looking for a spider suplex, and it's perfectly positioned Soul onto the top, but doesn't use the advantage. Goes for the pin though. 1, 2, and still Bowen is kicking out. What on this earth does Enigma Soul have to do to beat Adrian Bowen? He's taking him to the ground. Bowen still showing the fight with that back elbow. And pulling him in now and hitting Gotch style power driver. Is that going to be it? Is that going to be all she wrote for Soul? 1, 2. Only getting the 2 count. The power driver was not enough to beat the former champ. Adrian Bowen snapping there to the ground on the Enigma Soul. Straight to the back, going for the straitjacket again. Again, I do not feel that Enigma Soul is going to give up to this, and this is clearly evident as Enigma Soul is straight back to his feet. Enigma Soul now, back hook kick. Surely that has got to be it for Bowen. It was a valiant effort, but that's got to be it. 1, 2. I'm speechless. Adrian Bowen's constantly kicking out. Soul looking for another Lunar Cutter, but looks fit and gets it. Surely it was a valiant effort by Adrian Bowen again, and no, I don't believe this. I'm gonna leave. Like, I didn't just. This is incredible. Adrian Bowen just fighting. There was an. I'm legitimately speechless. Like, this is an unbelievably valiant effort from Adrian Bowen. He is proving he can hang with a former AOA champion as he eats a butterfly gutbuster. And is that going to be it for Bowen? 2. No. Adrian Bowen proving why he deserves to be in that top echelon of talent. And he firmly believes that, raining in the elbows, dropping Enigma Soul with that clothesline. Now what's Bowen got in mind? Is he going to be able to finish off Enigma Soul? No, Soul is going to fight back. And a jumping tornado DDT from Enigma Soul. What is Soul going to have to do to Adrian Bowen? Now we're getting rolling butterfly suplexes into a butterfly DDT. Is that going to be it? Is that going to be the final nail in Adrian Bowen's coffin? Ref, 1, 2. No, it is not. No, it is not. Adrian Bowen has still got fight in him. And this is just incensing Enigma Soul. Enigma Soul has got to be at boiling point now. And there's a nice clothesline. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Adrian Bowen has pulled off, I want to say upset, but he has pulled out the victory. He has beaten a former AOA champion, kicked out of 2 lunar cutters. He's eaten 3 back hook kicks. Enigma Soul hit him with everything. And I do mean everything. Even the kitchen sink of his arsenal. And it was not enough to finish off Adrian Bowen. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, of this dream matchup and the main event, Adrian Bowen. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been James Ayrton. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.